Hey everybody, it's your health and fitness specialist Kelly Brown here with another topic. Today's topic is, when is it time to try something different? All right, I know a lot of times we like to give ourselves time to try something, and we're about to get ready to attack this goal and whatever it is, but it's not working for you, and now you need to know when to switch up. And you feel guilty about switching up because you don't know if it's time to switch up yet, or if it's not time to switch up, or if it's just hopeless, or if it's not going to happen anyway, and if you just need to come to your senses, or whatever the case is. Listen, we're going to talk about it today. I'm going to get this out the air. And, really, the times where I talk about these things is because I'm going through it myself. And so don't feel like you're alone. All right, I'm going to tell you what my take is on it and how I was able to overcome it, and maybe give you some advice on how you can overcome figuring out this topic also. All right. The first thing is, you want to give things time to work. Give it some time. I can't say 3 months, 6 months, or whatever, because things take time, but you have to be realistic. And in your mind, if you're thinking, I put all this time into it, maybe you need to ask someone else what they consider time, what they consider this intangible object or whatever, because you don't know what time really means. And so you need to ask somebody, hey, I gave such and such about this much time and I didn't see any results. Well, that person may be like, well, it took me 5-10 years, and I did it the same way that I told you. And so maybe you didn't give it enough time on your end. Maybe you think you did, but in real life and from the rest of the world's perspective, maybe you did not. So you have to be serious about what we're considering giving something time. Okay, so go back to the drawing board and see if you gave it ample time. And maybe the time you gave it, next time you do something, give it just a little more time and put all your energy into it. Not give it time, but you gave it half your energy, but all your time or something. You got to be serious about what you really did. Okay, smack yourself around a little bit and talk bad about yourself because maybe you didn't give it as much energy as you thought you did. All right. The second thing is, don't quit because you want an easier way out. Okay, just because you gave something time, but it didn't pan out the way you wanted it to, and it's going too hard for you. That's not why you quit something. You don't want to quit because it got too tough and you just want to find an easy way. Oh, it got to be an easy way. Or I could lose 10 pounds, but man, this is taking a long time. I want to lose 10 pounds in 30 days rather than lose 10 pounds in 3 years. This is taking way too long. Listen, whatever comes fast won't last. Okay. That's the same principle I got to follow. I got to tell myself this every day, because I look at people that's online and I see dudes that are in shape and they're younger than me and they're bigger than me. But the one thing that they do that I don't do is they take things that I'm not willing to take. And so I have to really consider that when I'm comparing myself to them. I say, you know what? They're doing it this way, not knocking them for doing it that way, but let me go ahead and figure out the best way that I can do it for myself so that I can be just as, valuable on my end. And so you just have to look at it like that. But, don't get discouraged and think you need the easy way out. Maybe if they did something that they did in a short period of time, it's just going to take you a little bit longer. But, it's what are you willing to sacrifice? And so at the end of the day, don't compare yourself to what somebody else did and rank yourself based on their numbers versus your numbers. There's a difference between failing and quitting. The issue is when you fail, you tried something and you stuck it out for long enough and you tried to make it work and it just wasn't happening. And so since it didn't work out, okay, it's being realistic, it's time to go on. And you know what that feeling is. When it's time to move on from something and say, you know what, I did this too long, I failed at this. But that doesn't make you a failure. That just means you need to try something different at that time. So it's when you fail. The difference is when you quit, you didn't give it enough time realistically. You didn't really meet your plateau. You didn't get to your potential. You just said, this ain't working, whatever, I'm fed up with this. Let me go try something else. And so when you do that, that's the difference of failing and quitting. And you kind of know in your own mind and in your body that you didn't give something enough time, based on if you feel like you failed versus if you feel like you're quitting. Anyway, that's my take on it. Tell me what you think is your take on failing versus quitting. And, if you feel like quitting, or you feel like you failed, or you tried all these different things, and, you need some extra assistance, please feel free to check out my website or my social media, Instagram or whatever. And maybe I have other videos and topics that can definitely, assist you on your journey. All right. Have a nice day.